All right, welcome back to Nails by Sora. We are finally going to get to do some content with 3D gel. My goal today is to do what's it called? I'm staring at it. The quilting method or the quilting trend that is going on right now, and I'm going to be using this 3D modeling gel from Candy Plus. It's Aurora Pink. I will show you what it looks like once I put my gloves on, which I finally was able to pick up. I went to the nail supply store today and did a little bit of a mini haul. So we've got our gloves, yay for that. I've got some nail files, 100, 180 grit. And then I got some new colors from Apres. So every so often I go and I get a series of colors. I have a list of colors that I want. Try not to buy too many. I actually went to Beauty Pure, which is a big acrylic brand. They also have gel. They also now have liner gel, which is great. They opened up a showroom in West Palm Beach, so I went to check it out today. And I was very proud of myself. I actually didn't buy anything and I had fully intended to. I went there with a budget. And I fully intended on buying something, but I couldn't make myself buy anything. I've got an abundance of products that I don't use, and everything that I saw there is like, yeah, it's a different brand, but I already have that color. Why do I need two of the same colors in a different brand? So I decided just to, I did a check it out thing. I thought it was cool. They'll be doing instructional classes and whatnot for various topics. Hopefully I'll be able to join in at some point if it coincides with days that I'm off. But I don't need to spend money on more products that I'm not going to use, because at the end of the day, I work at a salon. My supplies are supplied for me. All of the stuff that I have at home is basically what I use on myself in my videos. I don't take clients at home yet. So it'll be something that I revisit once I do start to take clients privately. If I start to take clients privately, then I'll decide if I need new products and what products I need. But right now, to create a one-off video or a haul video, or I can use the products that I have. So that being said, I am trying to flesh out my Apres collection. I have a few colors here and there. I love Madame Glam, I really do, but I'm finding I'm loving Apres even more. So I'm trying to build that collection a little bit. And so I have a list of colors that I want to get. So I try not to get more than 3 or 4 colors, shades in a color. So I got 3 more colors, shades from blue. I got this beautiful, it's called Electric Flamingo, this beautiful hot pink, and this jeweled, I need to stop saying so much, this jewel green, which green is my favorite color. You would never know it from the things that I have and the things that I keep close to me. But I absolutely love green. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch these, but then we'll get into the video that we are doing today. So let me get out, Spaghetti-O. Are these the only swatches I have left? Yeah, so this seems to be the only 2 swatch sticks I have left. So what I'm going to do is I'll save these for potentially a smaller haul, and I will use my tips for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just for the purposes of these videos, and then I'll have to get new swatch sticks. All right, so I'm going to go color by color, and let's go from light to dark. So this one is Cornflower Hour. I actually ended up crossing some off my list and adding some as I was going, because I went through the website to see what colors I would want. and what they look like on the website is always different than what they look like in person. So when I went to the store and I saw them in person, I was I feel like I have something very similar already. So I crossed it off the list, and then I saw a color that I liked that I wanted instead. So I added that color to the list. So yeah, I ended up with a few colors that I had on the list and a few colors that I didn't. This was Dusky Denim. I did have Cornflower Hour and Dusky Denim on the list, as long as Aloe You Very Much. But Millennium Enterprise, which is the third blue, and Electric Flamingo, which is the pink, I just saw in the store and absolutely loved it. Why do I feel like this color is almost exactly like the other one that I just got today? See, sometimes you even see it in the store and you don't look at the bottles and it's like, oh, look, they're almost identical. So let's see, these two colors. Yeah, they're quite close, but I could find purposes for both of them. So I'm going to do 2 coats of each color. What's great about the Après colors is they only take 30 seconds to cure. So that definitely will make the process easier, especially if you're doing your own nails, to, have to, only have to wait for 30 seconds versus a minute in between coats. This color I absolutely adore. It's a beautiful kind of like storm cloud gray blue, and it's looking semi-translucent, which is cool, but definitely buildable. This is definitely not a one coat cover color, but the other 2 blues are. So we're going to move on to our pink now. Beep. I almost feel, oh my God, I almost feel like these very bright colors look better on shorter nails. I think it's kind of overwhelming if you have really long nails. So maybe as an accent nail or an accent color, if you're going to ombre it or do like a glitter peekaboo, that could be really nice. But I think to have these on this color on really long nails might be like blinding. So I'll have to play around with it and see what I can come up with, but that is spectacular. All right, so now we're going to move on to the 5th and final color for this video. If I can get the swatches to stay on the stand. Sora. So this is, I'm gonna say this is a little disappointing. It looks a lot brighter on the bottle. It's a little bit more muted or soft. Like it's not that bright, vivid Kelly green that I thought it was going to be. We'll see once I put on the second coat, but I was looking for something really bright and jewel toned. So I'm gonna get this in the lamp and I'm going to go ahead and do the second coat on the other nails, and then I will be back to show you the finished products. All right, so here are the colors we have: Cornflower Hour, Dusky Denim, Millennium Enterprise, Electric Flamingo, and Aloe You Very Much. They came out almost identical to what they look like on the bottle. The green, as I said, is a little bit more dusty, a little bit more muted than I thought it would be, but it's still a great color and I'll absolutely use it. I'm so excited to use this Electric Flamingo. But for right now, I'm going to get these organized and put them away, and we're going to get into the purpose of this video, which is 3D gel and the quilted effect. So let's get right into it. All right, so I forgot that I ran out of my dental bibs last night. So we're going to use the silicone mat and see how that works. If I can get it out of the plastic. Have I mentioned I'm also out of paper towels? I really don't plan things too well. All right, let's see if we can get started, shall we? Clean gloves, yay. Let's pull our alcohol because we're going to use that as a slip solution of sorts. And we've got our little stand. We're going to need a nail, that would help. I'm going to be using these nails as they're going to be going into my swatch book. And we need a background color. So I think so that we can see the true reflectiveness of the Aurora pink, I want to use white. So I'm going to grab my perfect white. And I'm going to grab a spatula and an X-Acto knife because we'll need something to make the impressions. Spatula. Okay. So the modeling gel, let's take a look at that. I haven't used it yet. I'm very excited. Let's get rid of. It's beautiful. I'm just going to stare at it for a little while. I'm going to do 2 coats so that we have full opacity. Curing for 60 seconds each time. Okay. Okay, so we've got our nail ready, and what I need is to cover the entire surface of the nail with the 3D gel. I'm not going to wipe the tack layer off because we need that for adhesion. What I am going to do is set it aside for a moment. Now, when you're working with 3D gel, whether it says non-stick builder gel or non-tacky builder gel, I'm just going to clean this off because I've got some residue from prior use. Whether it says, you know, non-tacky, non-stick, you know, what have you, there is going to be some tackiness the more you work with it because you're manipulating it. So always have some alcohol at the ready. Your implement will need to be either sprayed or just lightly moistened with it so that you can, you know, grab the product out of its container. And then once you have it, you can play around with it. Now, if it starts to stick, just wet your fingers with a little bit of alcohol and it'll help you create a smoother texture, and you can mold it and manipulate it however you want. This would be great. There's the seashell trend right now, which I plan on doing. This would be great to create an oyster. So I will keep that in the back of my mind. I'm sure I will forget, but I will try to keep it in the back of my mind. So now it's starting to stick the more I hold it because the warmth of my hands are getting to it. So I'm going to lightly wet it again, and I'm going to press it to the surface of the nail and try to spread it out as evenly as possible so that it covers the entire surface. Always, always, always wear gloves. You do not want to incubate a gel allergy. So far, this is an absolute dream to work with. I'm slightly thinning it out as it gets to the edge because we want to keep that apex. Make sure you check all sides. You can use your spatula if you want, just to blend it down. So since we're still going to manipulate this, we need to create the lines in it for the quilting. I'm not going to cure it. I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and I'm going to create the cross hatches. Well, that's not straight. But you see this pull? That's because it started to stick to the X-Acto blade. So I just wet it with a little bit of alcohol and I'm pressing it back down. I'm trying to straighten it out. All right, that's just gonna have to stay there. We'll call this a trial. All right, so we've got our quilt pattern. So this is going to stay. You don't have to worry about it moving too much. You can work with it. You can add things to it and come back. So what I want to do is I want to take some caviar beads. And since we have this lovely pink iridescence, I want a rose gold caviar bead. So I'm using Daily Charm. And I'm gonna grab my wax tool and try to pull out a few. Without them jumping ship. And we're just gonna put them in the corners.
Dance for me, easy tiger, easy, let your hair down. Come closer, let me see all your million faces and all your million mistakes. You don't need to hide. Come closer so that we can be together.
All right, I think that's good. I'm going to pop it in the lamp and cure it. I'm going to cure it for about 1.5 minutes just to make sure it cures all the way through. Okay, so now that this is 100% cured, we can go in with our top gel and seal it all in. Now you want to put kind of a thin layer. You don't want to seal in. You don't want to bloat it and then lose the effect. You can go over the Caviar beads, that's not a problem. I'm just going to try to scoop out some of the gel from the crevices. All right, for some reason I was having problems with the video. I don't know if I had it on ProRes HD or if I selected it while I was trying to record just now. It was telling me that I had to free up space. It did look really blown out. I don't know if that happened with the last portion of the video. I'll have to see in post, but this is the first nail finished. We're going to go on to the second one. So I did have the other nail curing. I'm doing, once again, 2 coats of white. I gotta say, I really like this background better than the white dental bib. I feel like it's giving better contrast. It's not, you know, blowing out the video because it's reflecting the light back. But you'll have to let me know what you think. I feel like the video is coming out a lot better. But I'm going to go ahead and put on my second coat of white. And then instead of using the Aurora gel, I'm going to use, I think, white. I have it in my notes. And the other 3D gels, they're Trippy Gels from Nailz by Dev, which I have to rearrange my desk, which I'm going to be doing. I ordered some more organizational drawers. But I always have one of my drawers blocked off, so I always have to move things out of the way. Where is my white? Here it is. White, which is looking dirty. Just gonna mix it up a bit. Right, so same thing as before. Make sure your gloves are clean. Use a little bit of alcohol if you need to. Not clean enough.
We'll misbehave. Stay up till late. Share our secrets as we let go.
Not so worried about the creases. I feel like once I polish over it with top gel, you won't see it. I am concerned with the amount of lint on here. I don't know where it's coming from. This isn't cat hair, this is like felt. Just using a little bit of alcohol on my finger to smooth out the top. All right. So now we're going to do the same thing as before, but instead of doing it crossways, we're going to do vertical lines. If only they were actually straight. Then horizontal. And then we're going to do X marks in the middle. then once again, we're going to take Caviar beads, but I'm not going to use the rose gold. I'm going to use, these could be fun. Gunmetal.
To stand by me always, and I dream of a man like you, warm and tender every single day.
I find it hysterical that I can't get it to stick to the wax tool when I want it to, except for when I'm trying to actually get it to stick to the gel.
You make me understand this place in a whole different way. You make me wanna live this life to the fullest, to the fullest.
Just looking to see if I missed any spots. So I decided to do a matte top coat for the quilt, and I'm going to go in with some no wipe top coat just to make the some shiny no wipe top coat, just to show up the, what are they called again? The Caviar beads. So I'm taking my stripey brush, I'm taking a little bit of gel, and I'm just going to go over the Caviar beads.
To the fullest, I will read you love poems. Hope that you get kindness. Then I'll play something really sewing. Ask you to dance with me, even stay with me.
So for our next and last nail, I'm actually going to, I'm not going to polish the nail itself. I just want to make sure that's really stuck down well. I'm going to be using black because I want to try to do a cat eye effect. Because it is black, right? I want to try to do a cat eye effect. How? How is there a cat hair inside the jar? Driving me insane. Okay, so I know where the sparkles are coming from. I cleaned off one of my brushes in the alcohol, and it was a sparkle gel. So that solves that mystery. Always use clean alcohol when you're doing this, unless you don't mind sparkles, which you may not. All right, so we're going to do the same pattern that we did on the first nail. I'm going to take my X-Acto blade, wet it just a tad, try to get straight lines this time.
Don't matter no more. We've burned it. All those whirlwinds can't touch us no more. We've earned it. We've earned it.
I'm going to put in the Caviar beads. Which ones do I want to use? I have silver also. Or do I want to, I think I'll wait until the end because I don't want to brush over them with the gel polish. So I'm going to cure it as it is, and then we're going to try to do a cat eye effect. All right, so I took some of my cat eye gel. I am using Amethyst from Madame Glam, and I put it on my palette because I need to do each square individually in order for it to work properly. So I'm going to take my liner brush, And I'm going to start with the centermost. I'm just going to paint it in, making sure not to flood the indentations. If you do flood the indentations, because I did just get a little bit in there, just take a little bit of alcohol and try to clean it out. But then you want to take your magnet and just go around and push it in so that the darkness is around the edges. You want the reflectiveness to be in the center. And you want to do one square, one diamond at a time so that it creates the pattern. I want to see if maybe one of the other magnets will be a little bit more direct. It's a really small space to work with.
Follow me out, down to the bay. Forget all the worries.
I think that's good. So I'm going to pop this in the lamp and flash cure it so that I can go on and do the other diamonds.
Gently kiss away some of the hardness from those brief yet gloomy days. Wilderness, we give you our mess. We're so blessed to
All right, I thought I hit record, but apparently I didn't. These are the 4 nails. I did decide to do an extra one. Unfortunately, I got a phone call as usual. So I didn't think it was really necessary to go through what I was doing. It was the same process as the other 3 nails. The only thing I did differently was I used this beautiful opal color. What's going on? My phone's about to turn off. Okay, so for some reason my phone was starting to overheat. I don't remember if I mentioned it for the 4th nail, which I didn't feel the need to talk about because I'd done it 3 times before, in terms of the structure of the nail and how to put it together. I decided to put the opal in the background, which I had gotten this beautiful color when I got their monthly boxes, their monthly dip and gel polish collection. Unfortunately, I don't think this color is still available on the website. If it is, I will link it down below. It's Paradise Opal, but they've got many other opal gels and dip powders, but I thought it would be interesting to see what it would look like to put it on the nail and kind of get that 3D bubble effect of it showing beneath the 3D gel. And then I figured I would put a little bit more on top to have it a little bit more powerful. The only problem I have with these nails are they tend to be a little bit more bulky because of the 3D gel aspect. These 2 came out the most slimline, which I really like. However, with the application of the matte top coat, I kind of lost the quiltedness of it. So I need to go somewhere in between. I think this one came out the best in terms of having the 3D nature of it without having the bulk of it. So to sum up, these came out really well. I really love the way they look. I hope you enjoyed the process of watching me create them. I do want to play with some more designs maybe sometime in an upcoming video. We'll see. I've got so many more videos that I want to do, so many more designs. Next up will most likely be ladybug nails. Bug nails, for whatever reason, are very popular right now. I've been seeing ladybugs in particular around, so I want to play around with that. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Definitely hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you always know when new videos are available. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
faces and all your million mistakes. You don't need to hide. Come closer.